This is What's It To Ya, episode 6.
We've made it to 6 episodes. We've been doing this for a month and a half now.
We have?
Yeah, don't do that. That's just going to be hell on the audio.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a little chest I have all my tools and stuff in.
Alright.
Alright, so, like we were saying, welcome to episode 6. It is actually earliest we've recorded in a while. It is 5:19 p.m. on August the 2nd.
That's the second earliest we've ever recorded, because last time we recorded, we did at 4.
No, last time we recorded...
That was the first time.
No, last episode 5, we didn't record that till like 9 o'clock, dude.
I'm talking about the first episode we did. Yeah, this is the second earliest we've ever done.
Yeah. So, somewhat proud of us. And another thing we did that was a little bit productive, I did this. We have some semblance of organization for our notes and stuff like that now. For like the last 3 months, I've been paying for OneDrive, which, unbeknownst to me, I was paying for the 5 terabytes of storage you get, and you can put 5 people on there. Each user gets 1 terabyte. It's $10 a month. Unbeknownst to me was that you could have 5 people using that. And also unbeknownst to me was that you get the Office 365 subscription.
And some of the basis of all this, we have the full Microsoft suite.
Yeah.
Woo, baby, it's not stolen.
So
We actually paid for it.
So we're using, for our notes, we have a OneNote notebook. That I shared that with him. He has his own terabyte of cloud storage. It's a good time. It's a good time.
I'm probably not going to use it. So.
I don't even know what you could use for a terabyte of cloud storage for.
I'm just going to spam it.
Like, okay, so pictures. You could back up your pictures too, but if you're going to back your pictures up to the cloud, just use Google Photos.
I'm just going to spam it. It's going to be my backup for memes.
Yeah. Well, like, no, that would still be pictures. So just use Google Photos. You get unlimited storage for that, and it geotags and all that.
No, I'm going to spam this in particular. I'm going to keep saving them.
Okay. I see what you mean, yeah.
Memes. Not even good memes. It would be memes ruined by that caption.
But yeah, no, the Microsoft Suite I could see you using. Well, okay, I could see you using OneNote for this show, and then maybe Word for something. I have no idea what you'd actually use Excel or PowerPoint for. Excel, maybe if you want to do a budget. I'm giving you credit and assuming you have the capability of being an adult.
I can budget. I don't need a fucking Excel to do that, though.
I say it's good for this. I would imagine it's good for, put down all your bills. You have all the...
I assume it's good for, actual businessmen or accountants.
Yeah. But,
I'm not a businessman.
Here's where it messes me up. Okay, so I was telling you, OneDrive is $10 a month, right? Mm-hmm. You know how many things I have that are just $10 a month? Okay.
Only $10 a month. You can have 20 things. The down easy payment of $200 a month.
Yeah, alright, so let's see. I have OneDrive, that's $10. I have Spotify, that's another $10.
Netflix.
I have Netflix, that's $11, so we're at $31. Mm-hmm. I have Hulu with HBO Now, that's $16, so we're at $46 a month. What else? I have Amazon Prime, that's $12 a month. So now we're at $56 somewhere around there. What else do I have? I think that's it.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, so $56 a month.
And cellular plan, car insurance.
Right, my
car payment.
My phone plan, that's $109 a month. Car payment, $200. But the car payment and that, I don't count that. That's an actual bill. I'm just talking about all this stuff on the internet that you get. It's $10 a month. And then you have DC's thing that's about to come out, the DC service, because I'm going to want to watch the new Teen Titans reboot and probably Titans itself, just see how bad it is. That's going to be another $8 a month.
Don't say reboot, you cocksucker.
Okay, so... We haven't talked about this on the show yet. Spencer's favorite show from when he was...
on Cartoon Network.
A wee little lad.
On Cartoon Network.
Okay, his favorite Cartoon Network show back when he was a wee little lad got canceled, and that was the Teen Titans show.
When 12 fucking years, and it's just Teen Titans. You sound like an old person saying Teen Titans show. You watching that SpongeBob show, Sonny?
Okay, what
You watching that Avatar show?
I do sound like an old person.
Avatar movie that you love so much? Probably the grandparent that you tell them that you like that, and they go get you the one with the blue monkeys and shit.
You know, okay, that did happen. Because when I was little, they had just come out with the season 1, 2, 3
box sets. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was the very first release of them on DVD, and my
Actually, I haven't.
my grandparents asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I told them Avatar. I want the Avatar DVDs. I told them. I open it up Christmas morning and see Avatar movie. And I'm just like, thanks. You technically got me what I asked. Thank you. Thank you a lot. I actually do appreciate this, but god shit. Still to this day, I've yet to watch that movie too.
Blue Monkeys or Shyamalan?
The Blue Monkeys.
Oh, okay.
The James Cameron one.
James Cameron produces James Cameron's James Cameron.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if this is actually a thing, but apparently they're making like 4 different. Avatar's apparently got 3 sequels at some point.
Yeah, because it's been on the IMDb like too soon in this.
How do you? Okay. I can see making a sequel because everything has a sequel. But how do you make 2 more sequels?
I don't know. I guess they want to do like a whole fucking like lore expanse or some shit on on that world, but it's not an interesting world.
You're not Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes isn't even good enough for that. I'm gonna say it. Fuck Planet of the Apes.
Hey, the reboot ones, the second and third one are really good. The first one had issues.
I like the original film, and the preceding films are fine, but it should never have been the series. It's just it's a fucking one-off film.
I don't think it's a series. I think it just gets rebooted over and over. I think the one that they're doing now, that one's a trilogy.
No, because these are set as a prequel before the events of the original Planet of the Apes. The original Planet of the Apes is based hundreds of years in the future.
Yeah, I've never seen the original one.
Yeah, that's why in the end of that film, that's why you see that's why it's a twist. You see the collapse and like this like buried fucking shit Statue of Liberty, and then he's like, you did it, blew it all up, god damn you all to hell. Yeah.
Okay. So this is one of those segues where if we had a sponsorship with LastPass or 1Password, this would be perfect segue for that. But we don't, because no one watches this show because we're terrible. But our first story of this week, though, Reddit got hacked.
Hacker Man.
So Reddit comes out and gives like this very PR thing where it's like, so we got hacked. We do not know the size of it. Here's the thing. If you had an account from 2005 to 2007, your email address got hacked, as well as your password you used for that, as well as any and all posts, usernames, all that stuff. This would have been between June 3rd and June 17th of this year.
Whoopsie daisy, that's a big breach.
Yeah, they discovered this on June 19th, and the way the hackers broke in is actually really interesting. So they broke in using an employee's account that was actually protected using SMS two-factor authentication. So the big takeaway from this is, one, if you're going to use a two-factor authentication, which you absolutely should, don't use SMS because it's really easy to hack into SMS. Surprisingly, I'm not entirely sure how it does it, but you always see like, yeah, they did it this way. Like, okay. Use a token-based one where like The one I use is, again, if we had a sponsorship, this would be great. But LastPass Authenticator. You just go in there, you go to a website, like let's say I'm wanting to log in Facebook on a new computer. I would put in my Facebook password, and then I would go to Authenticator, scroll down to where Facebook is, and type in those 6 digits.
I like to do the old fashioned way and have a little paper with all my passwords.
Spencer, you like to use the same password for absolutely everything.
Yeah. But if I had to do that, I'd probably just get a piece of paper and just write it all down.
Yeah,
Tag it on the wall.
No, seriously, you need better passwords. Just go again. Sponsorship totally sounds like one, but go to LastPass, put in your website, put in the password you use, and then hit generate new password, and it does all the work for you. You just copy and paste it on to change your password.
But then I'd have to go through all the websites where I do have the thing, and then I'm like, oh no.
It would take an hour of your life.
That's an hour I can't get back. An hour that I purchased on LastPass.
Fast forward 50 episodes, and we start by going, so I got hacked. Okay.
What would they find?
Medical.
My medical history?
No, not your medical history. Your banking information.
What banking information?
You could theoretically, let's say you use the same password for damn near everything. So, someone figures out your email address to like your password to your email, or like this Reddit thing. Someone figures out the password you used for Reddit. And you always use the same password for everything. So now they have the password for your email. They have the password for your banking info. They could get into your banking app, and they could transfer money to themselves. And since I don't
use the same password for my banking.
Do you use a very similar one though?
But now they require very long
Oh,
shit.
that's good.
So I had to think of something else.
Well, it's just that's how stuff happens. Once you get one password, a lot of people just use
and I fucking hate it because I keep forgetting it.
Well, if you had LastPass.
I suppose you're right. If I had LastPass, I'd be able to remember.
The only way this is gonna happen is if I set this shit up for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so moving on from Spencer and Reddit and all that fun stuff, we have a mathematician had his medal stolen.
Yeah, speaking of stolen stuff, who the fuck steals a math medal?
Okay, it was like this Nobel Prize. Here's the thing, it's kind of dumb that you say it was stolen, but it's still gold and it's worth like $4,000.
But there's nothing else like it. You're not gonna go to your fucking local smelter and then have him purchase it. It's fucking noticed.
Well, what if they know how to melt it down themselves, and they do that and then sell the gold after it was melted and it's not recognizable?
Wait, so they had that operation set up? The fuck they need a math medal for?
You see freaking YouTubes where like YouTubes.
The YouTubes.
You see YouTube videos where it's like you just see someone melting stuff down and like, oh, there for a while I was getting these videos. It was like hot knife touch. What happens when 1,000 degrees Celsius knife touches da da da.
Yeah, yeah, but that's different between reshaping it or then it cooling down and coming out like shit.
Well, it doesn't matter if it comes out like shit gold to gold. Like somewhere you go sell gold. I don't know this, but I say this is like just makes sense to me.
You can actually destroy metal by how you reshape it and how you melt it down.
Oh. I just thought it was still gold. It just looks fucking ugly. It's a hunk of gold. Here you go.
Why do you think it's worth so much? It was a currency, but now in today's market,
to be honest,
it's mostly for jewelry. You had to make it look pretty.
I honestly figure gold's one of those things where, like diamonds, where we just arbitrarily decided that it's worth something.
Yeah, diamonds aren't really worth anything. They say that, but in actuality, that's just the companies that mine that shit. It's actually more abundant than you'd think.
Yeah.
They just decided that. They're confused why they don't purchase it because they're fucking arbitrary.
Hey, my girlfriend's over there. Casey, would you want a diamond ring? Or do you want something that actually looks cool?
Because they're just like fucking arbitrary at this point.
Okay, so
I just get a regular band, you know, with some words on it and some shit.
here's one that I found that makes me very sad. Fortnite tutors are a thing. For the low cost of $20 an hour.
Or a mathematician's medal.
That one makes me sad too.
$20 an hour.
Yeah, so for $20 an hour, you can pay someone who's very good at Fortnite to teach your son. You have a little sister. You could pay someone $20 an hour to teach your little sister how to play Fortnite well.
No one can teach her how to play a game well.
That's a thing, man. I get that Fortnite is like this big esport. I don't really have a problem with that.
But what fucking parent actually broke down on that shit and hired them a tutor? Some asshole to come through their home and teach them.
Oh, I don't think they come to their home. It's all done online.
This useless ass skill.
Well, you can. Okay.
Oh, that's even better. They're sending some fuckhead like $20 from their bank information.
Goes back
to teach.
Go back to our story earlier about sensitive information.
To teach their kid how to play Fortnite.
So, like, okay.
I would just beat the kid. I mean, whatever happened to that?
Here's the thing. You can make money playing Fortnite. Your kid's not going to. You know? Like, either you're really good at it or you're not.
You're either ninja or you're new, buddy.
You're...
But you say that about anything, you know? But
Okay.
little Billy...
Here's the thing. Like, yeah, you can make money doing esports thing.
Who fucking
You can
jerks
make-
off to Ross magazines.
You can make money doing podcasts. We're not going to make money doing this podcast. You can make money doing YouTube videos. My Williams Tech Talk YouTube channel is never going to make any money.
You have a Tech Talk channel?
I have the name. I don't have any videos uploaded. I'm going to work on that probably at some point. But like, I'm not going to make any money doing that. You're not gonna, your child that you spend like, well, let's say they spend $100 for 5 hours worth of training to get little Billy good at Fortnite. In 5 hours still probably wouldn't be enough time. They're not going to go compete in esports and win. Now, I'm sure someone's listening that's going to send us an email and go,
I'll have you know.
I will have you know that you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to the esports scene. Yeah, you're probably right. But I still feel like...
esports, and I don't really bother learning such a faggy-ass sport.
Well, I'm not going to say that. It's one of those things that's cool, and I'll watch the YouTube videos, and it's cool.
When was the last time you ever watched an esport event?
Well, see, that's a trick question.
You watched basketball before you watched an esport event.
No, I have. StarCraft 2. That, like, it was an indirect, like, I was just looking at cool StarCraft
Did you,
gameplay.
you stumbled upon it, right?
I've never, like, gone, oh boy, the championships are coming.
Oh, boy.
Like, it's one of, I acknowledge it's a thing. I don't have a problem with it being a thing.
I'd rather watch golf.
I'm not into it. I would honestly rather just play the game. And that's how I am with Let's Plays too. Like, I would just rather play the game. You know?
This is to be honest.
Alright, so we are moving right along. Holy shit, we're only at 20 minutes.
Yeah, pretty fast. So let's bullshit around, bullshitaki.
Well, alright, let's...
We were discussing the all the fucking reboots on... We're having a discussion because Cartoon Network has this little problem that they like to ruin old shows or bring them back as like scribes of them for themselves.
Well, okay, so here's my question. Teen Titans has this, it's going to get brought back. They haven't given us a whole bunch of details of how it's going to be brought back. We just know from the credits it's coming back. I'm guessing that's going to be on the DC streaming service and DC.
I'm guessing it's going to be on Adult Swim.
But either way, I don't think Cartoon Network's really going to be touching it.
Yeah.
But
because they got to fill up 90% of the time block
with Teen Titans Go. Is it going to be a reboot, or is it... Actually, let's see if we can just figure it out.
Yeah. From what I heard, it's going to be a continuation.
It's Teen Titans.
They answered nothing.
Coming back.
post-credit scene.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Here's a
hasn't
Polygon article.
done the full 7. Yeah, because so far all it is a hint.
You know, if it doesn't come back after that, how mad are you gonna be?
Pissed off.
Okay. Yeah. So the credit.
I've done my waiting 12 years of it.
So the way the end credits went,
Azkaban.
the credits are playing, it gets all staticky, and then it goes like, "This is the Teen Titans. Can anyone hear us? We think we found a way back."
You said that completely wrong.
Well, I'm reading the quote. Like, "This is the Teen Titans. Can anyone hear us? We think we found a way
You
back."
didn't actually see the post-credit scene, have you?
I saw it. It like goes, "This is working. Come on,
it's not. It's
they have to know we're still here."
Transmission feed in, and then
Which the way like we think we found a way back. If you go see Teen Titans Go, then maybe we'll consider it.
that's actually what voice actress for Raven, Tara Strong, did say is like if it does well box office. But
was it? That's one of those things. That, like, I mean, I'm not into Teen Titans Go, but at the same time, was there ever a question as if that movie was gonna do well? I think like from the very beginning, every kid was going to want to go see that movie.
yeah.
But yeah, so yeah,
But yeah, apart from that, speaking of, but yeah, they had this problem where they took Teen Titans. It's the most profitable show at the time. It was doing well all around the board, selling merchandise out the wazoo. Got canceled. Years later, they brought it back. It's Teen Titans Go. And then there's Powerpuff Girls, in which they brought back into a shitty Powerpuff Girls. And they want to bring back Ed and Nettie into a chibi form, just like the other ones.
Oh, I thought that was like just a thing on 4chan where it's like someone just... That's not real. I thought that got proved to be false.
Ed and Eddie chibi thing?
Yeah, reboot. Fact check Snopes. Was Ed and Eddie reboot announced?
Yeah, they were going to
Yeah, it's false.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Which don't
But
send us emails saying that Ed and Eddie like.
But you know what is back because the episodes have come out. Thundercats TV. Thundercats. Yeah.
That's what we got in Thundercats. Okay. Yeah, but it's Thundercats. Who cares, dude?
What the fuck? Thundercats supposed to be manly as hell.
It's Thunder. It's an old 80s cartoon.
Hey, have you seen the fucking 2013? This. Have you seen that?
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's supposed to be manly as hell.
Dude, look at this. This old 80s
That is beefed up on testosterone.
It is generic 80s cartoon.
And it was fucking awesome. Alright? It wasn't this cutesy shit. We're gonna make everything fucking Steven Universe or Johnny Test now.
Johnny Test wasn't chibi.
Johnny Test. That's kind of they had the same some of the animators designed for Teen Titans Go was also worked on Johnny Test.
Like the only semblance,
big head, shitty fucking movements.
The only semblance
cheap
is that
animation.
The only semblance is that they use the same program to make it. That's probably the only semblance.
Cheap ass animation. It's fucking weak sauce. Oh, the fucking new Scooby-Doo series. That fucking animation is insulting. That pisses me off.
Dude, I think you're stuck in your childhood, man.
You fucking look at it. Here's how insulting the new Scooby-Doo series is.
This?
Look at it. That's fucking ugly. Look at that.
It's a cartoon.
No. This is a cartoon. Right shading. Fucking actual effort into backgrounds. This is a travesty. What the fuck is that? I've seen better from YouTube channels with a lesser of a budget. What the fuck is that? They don't even have shadows on them. That's how cheap they went.
It's a cartoon, dude. I mean, like, okay. But, like, okay. You could say the same thing about Gravity Falls, but Gravity Falls looks really good.
Gravity Falls actually had a budget and actually put effort into the backgrounds, fucking character design.
Yeah, that is literally the same type of art style as Gravity Falls.
No, it's not.
Not that one. The fucking...
One's a smoother animation, and it's not as juddery.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking at stills, dude. I can't see how it moves.
God, look at it. Oh my God. Look at his fucking face.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I would say
Shitty hair.
freaking what's her name? Daphne. Yeah, Daphne's looks worse. Or fucking okay, yeah, that is bad.
Right? It looks fucking terrible.
The more you look at
How
it,
the
the more
hell?
wrong with it.
How the hell did you get that from this?
I will say
The
that like
template is there. It isn't even like the original designs are fucking complicated at all. They just look like people. Alright?
I will say
What
like,
the fuck is this?
generally speaking though, like when they change the art style or whatever, that's the only one where I've ever really gotten that. Okay, that just looks bad. Like the Thundercats one, it's fine.
You seen the Powerpuff Girls inconsistencies?
Dude, it's a children's show. I don't like. It's one of those things where it's like,
Oh, it's okay. We can't judge it for being shitty because it wasn't trying to be good.
I mean, kind of. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't really care how inconsistent a kid's show looks. Like,
We could say the same thing about. It's not about what it was. It's about what it was. Why did they get so uncreative as to take something? That'd be like if they brought back Avatar and then made that.
I will straight up say that that's me going, I'm not into it, so I don't really care.
Yeah, because
Really?
what happened if they brought back Avatar and made it shitty? All right, and then just insulted it, just raping the fucking legacy.
They did.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, Legend Core. Legend Core wasn't great.
And I fucking hate it. Guess what? Season 2 pissed us off. Actually, the whole show kind of pissed me off in a way.
I really like season 3, 1, 3, and 4. But season 2 was bad.
What they did with Amon was fucking retarded, though.
Amon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main villain.
Okay.
He's wearing makeup under a mask just in case to... What was the point of that?
I don't know. So let's move on to our final segment, which is recommendations. Spencer, your time has come. You can now finally jizz over your favorite game.
It's not my favorite game.
It's your favorite RPG.
Planescape is.
It's your favorite 3D RPG.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Fallout New Vegas is gold.
It's gold.
It is a gold amongst men.
It's okay.
You never even played it.
I've played like 2 hours of it.
I've dabbled. I've moved.
I have dabbled with the New Vegas.
I've moved 5 feet. I've dabbled with the New Vegas.
I've gone to the Vegas that is new.
Have you even seen the actual New Vegas?
I'm not. No.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen it.
I've made it out of Good Springs or whatever the town's called.
Did you ever see a Deathclaw?
I've seen Deathclaw before, yes.
In New Vegas.
I can't recall at this time. I am not at liberty to say.
New Vegas is what I see 3 was trying to be, but it couldn't. And that's it. They just didn't know what they were. They didn't have the right writers. They limited themselves to a fucking
It was
story.
a launch title.
It wasn't it? 2008?
It was same year, yeah.
Yeah. But apart from that, it limited itself with fucking... with the very essential story. It wasn't an RPG story. They didn't allow it to be adaptable. They had you fucking go save Daddy. So then Daddy can have you a mission to help Daddy.
All that stuff that you're saying. Okay, it came out actually almost...
It came out on my birthday.
Yeah, it came out almost a full year after the PS3 had been out. Actually, here, let's say 360.
Dude,
because that's when the...
360 came out in 2005.
Okay, so it came out like 3 years after that was the thing. Yeah, that wasn't a launch title.
Yeah, but yeah, you gotta go get the water pump for Daddy. But I'm not here to bitch about Fallout 3, even though it's lesser.
Here's the
Fallout New Vegas is badass, and here's why.
You're bitch about the story not being like interweaving and all that. I prefer that. I prefer that a lot more.
Then you're not an RPG person.
I am not. I like RPG elements in my games. I don't like RPGs. Like The Witcher 3, the way it does it, that's great. I love that. The way,
I prefer the mechanics in Fallout New Vegas to be a bit more harder.
Yeah, well, there's a hardcore mode.
I like hardcore mode.
You can do it, man.
Do it. Do it, bitch. But, I like it just as much as I like Fallout 2.
I don't like Fallout 2 either.
Oh, I love Fallout 2. Fallout 2, that has charm out the ass in Fallout 2.
See,
Fallout New Vegas has what 3 was kind of lacking, 4 has none of, and that's the dark humor and clever writing.
I haven't played Vegas, but the only Fallouts I'm really into is 3 and 4. 4, I just like the gameplay itself. 3, I just like that game.
That was the first one we played, actually, I think.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think but yeah,
New Vegas, I've owned it for years. I've just never been able to get into.
in fucking Fallout 2, you can become the king of porn. That's an actual mission, too. You become a porn star.
Well,
You're the king of... You can sell your sperm for experience points and level up to a bunch of doctors. In Fallout New Vegas, you become a pimp to try and find a bunch of these different niche prostitutes for these rich clienteles. Like a ghoul cowboy or a suave smooth talker for the boyfriend experience. And then the third one is the best one. You have to find a sex robot. And in order to do that, you go into this fucking facility and shit. And it was very vivid to me. The first time I saw this was when I decided that I fucking adore this game.
Spencer?
I walked in, I fucking unlocked the deal with the science perk, I get on the computer, and then he comes out, and pretty much I programmed this security bot with the sex bot protocol. And he came out, his name is Fisto, and he's like assumed position. And I'm like, oh, no, wait, or, test him out a bit. But I walk out of the building, and I get mugged by this gang of old ladies in pink polka dot dresses. They're trying to type me rolling pins and knives, going, you fucked up now, Sonny. And when I kill those old ladies, bring it back, and get that sex robot working and running.
Okay.
That was the coolest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, fine, I'll play. Oh, hey, guess what?
What?
You remember how last week we were talking about Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
I finally watched Fellowship.
Oh, yeah, I noticed, because I'm on your Plex.
Yeah, I finally watched the extended version of the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the fucking Ring. 3 hours and 45-minute long movie.
He doesn't like any movie over 3 hours.
I don't. Why are they that long?
Did you like...
I liked it, but I'm going to fully admit the last, fourth of the movie I was kind of checking out. I'm like...
Really? Even the fucking part where they're in the mines? And
the mines on Oreo was cool.
Or the one where they're battling under the fucking giant statues of the kings?
Yeah, I like the movie a lot. Okay, it was good, but at the same time, I'm just going, I have been sitting my ass down for a while, man.
I get that movie. You'll like 2 Towers.
I like 2 Towers.
Especially Return of the King. That one's like creme.
Should I stick with the extended versions or is theatrical good? See, I feel like what I should have done is just watched
Stick with the extended versions, actually.
I feel like I should have just watched the theatrical versions of these first because they're still long, but they're all below 3 hours, and I can deal with that.
And I just watch them in halves,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably should.
Yeah, just pick a... I thought that's what you were going to do anyway. Just
I powered through it all.
Yeah, pick a halfway point and then come back to a later treat like episodes or some shit.
No, well, even if I do that, that's still 2 hours, stop, and then 2 hours more. It's easier for me at that point to just go, okay, just power through it. I got this.
Yeah, you're not supposed to power through it. You're supposed to enjoy it. It's a movie, That's the whole idea.
I get that, but I blame them for making their movie 3 hours and 40 minutes long.
I don't really fault them for that. I'm sorry, I don't have that problem. As long as the movie's good, I'm like... Because I've sat through hour and a half long movies going fuck me,
Yeah, I will say the pacing for it. The best part of the movie, though, for me, was actually the first part of it where they're still in the Shire and getting ready for the party, and then you have, Gandalf coming in, everyone. The scene that made me laugh the most in that whole movie, and I realize it's not really supposed to make you laugh that much, but you have Gandalf come in, he sets off the fireworks, and the little kids go, yay! And then you see this, older hobbit going, and his wife gives him this...
The stare, he's like,
that was great. And then, I like the intro quite a bit, too. one ring to rule them all.
Oh, the entire intro sequence?
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Oh, yeah.
But,
is it your turn for the video game recommendal?
yeah, it is. I'm going to make this very short because there's not a lot I can say about it other than it's good and there's 26 endings. So, fair warning on that. But Nier Automata, Platinum Games made it and is their Platinum Games is one of my favorite game studios, period. They made the Bayonetta games. They made Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, which is one of my favorite games of all time. They made Transformers.
So fucking retarded.
It is amazingly retarded, dude.
I think it's kind of bullshit in some parts, though.
Dude, I never had any problems with it.
Huh?
The hardest part is getting the parrying system down. Once you get that down, you're good. I wish there was a block button. I will give you that.
Yeah, the whole just natural sensibility. I'm trying to fucking block this whole time. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you know, where is it?
But side note, let's talk about Metal Gear Rising Revengeance for a minute.
My fucking block.
You play as this freaking cyborg going around killing other cyborgs. In the very end of the game, you get to fight the president, and it's awesome. And it's holy shit, I love that game.
But we're not done with that.
Nier Automata, though, you play as a cyborg who goes around killing robots. And yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Let's pull the twist for them.
No, not
Yeah,
that one.
It's very arcadey too.
It is.
The very start of the game, you start as like this fucking top down like 2D, like
yeah,
kind of like Galaga or some shit.
Yeah, and then it turns into like a 3D version of that, and then you get to the hack and slash portion of it, and then it goes to a top-down hack and slash, and it does that throughout the whole game. If you're not into that kind of stuff, man, the game might piss you off quite a bit, but I like it a lot.
Fair warning though, it is a straight-up JRPG, which means there are parts of it which drag.
Okay, so you can skip pretty much all the dialogue. That's not so much a problem. There is the first playthrough A, which all these playthroughs are like 5 hours long. So the game's like, there's only 5 that you actually need to do plot-wise. The rest are just kind of stupid endings. So the game's about 30 hours long. 25, 30 hours long, which is fine. That's normal.
Except
game.
you have to repeat the things. And
because
even you had that problem.
Yeah, the first 2 playthroughs are the worst with it because they are almost identical. The second playthrough, there's a little bit of gameplay differences, but it's still pretty much identical. 3, 4, and 5, though, you'll be fine. Those are great. So what is your movie or TV show recommendation?
You put fucking movie on there.
I did.
I guess I'm not doing the masterpiece, which is the TV series Avatar: The Last Airbender, because he put a movie. So I guess my recommendal is the M. Night Shyamalan Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Fuck that movie.
No.
So tell me about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Why do you love it so? Tell me within the span of a minute and a half, because I know you can have you could easily make this a 20-minute thing.
I think
very short and concise.
I think I will next week. Right now, I'm just gonna instead of a recommend, it'll still be a recommendal, but I'll get into more depth with it.
All right. So
it's about 4 nations.
And they all live together in harmony.
Indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. Anyway, they this fire. If you haven't seen it, just kill yourself. But it's
Don't do that.
Earth, water, fire, and air. We may look bad, but we don't. Yeah, that's from Scooby Doo. But anyway, the world has been plagued by this war, 100-year war, which the Fire Nation started.
You know what?
100 years ago.
Here. Tell you what. The easiest way to explain this show is to do this.
And we have returned.
Alright, so that pretty much sums up Avatar. It's great. Go watch it.
It's a masterpiece.
Now,
it's my favorite show, and it's his second, I think.
It's my second favorite show. My favorite show of all time is Breaking Bad.
But he's not doing that today.
No, that'll come later. So my movie recommendation is, because we got the trailer for it last week, since we've made an episode.
Fantastic hands and where to catch them.
It's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. If you like the Harry Potter movies, you will like this movie. Unless you're my girlfriend and you're weird because it doesn't have Harry Potter in it.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. She's giving me the evil glare. So, what he was on about, the best meme I've ever seen for any movie that's movie related is, it showed the movie poster, but it was all replaced by fists, and it's like Fantastic Hands and Where to Catch Them.
But it's all their faces, yeah.
But no, like, if you like Harry Potter, you'll like this one. It's Newt Scamander going around trying to round up all these animals that escaped our magical animals.
What the fuck's his name?
Newt Scamander.
Newt's Commander.
I think that's his name. I hope I'm not getting that completely wrong.
Newt's Commander.
Beast.
What a dumbass fucking name.
Newt. Yeah, Newt Scamander.
What a dumbass fucking name.
Well, you see, he's called Scamander because it sounds like an animal, and he likes animals.
What a dumbass fucking name.
I don't
I
know.
thought Hermione was shit. Dumbledore.
What's another dumb name?
Who
for
the
everybody?
fuck?
Oh, Nymphadora.
Newt's
Nymphadora talks with her watch there, Harry.
I want a rich, young, dumb nymphomaniac. Drive me around in a
Okay.
Cadillac. She'll be down on her knees as soon as she's flat on her back. I want a rich, young, dumb nymphomaniac. Have you
So-
ever heard that song?
No.
It's fucking great.
The takeaway from this episode, though, is Fallout New Vegas. Go play it, and I'll probably should go play it too. Avatar: Last Airbender, it's great. Go watch it. Nier Automata, it's great. Go play it. And Fantastic Beasts, Where to Find Them, it's great. Go watch it. And make sure you're secure online. That's going to do it for us. You all have a great one.
And people will steal anything that isn't bolted to the floor.
Oh, shit. You all have a good one.
And the other half of them bought bolt cutters.